Yes, we can do that. You a world champion, and you about to get a bag. No. You about to get a bag.
We about to get a bag.
We about to get a bag.
We all want to get a bag.
Nah, that boy JP wasn't lying when he was talking about that bag talk. Rumors are out, and JP has apparently made it clear that he wants an extension around 4 years and $100 million. Obviously, Jordan Poole has had his breakout season this year, and he was a key contributor to the Warriors championship run. But is JP really worth 100 M's? Let's find out. Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Wave, and we're back once again, and today we're going to be talking about Jordan Poole and what his future is looking like with the Warriors and his extension talk. But before we get on to the video, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the bell as the gas is on the pedal. And with all that being said, let's get right into the news. Connor Letourneau, a San Francisco and NBA insider, has stated that Jordan Poole likely needs to start around 4 years at $100 million, and that's just the start. But is Jordan Poole honestly worth this money? I'm going to give you my opinion. To start off, let's talk about Jordan Poole's play all season long. Obviously, Poole has showed that he's a tremendous offensive player and that he can get to his spots anytime he wants. And coming off the bench and starting a lot of the games this year, he played really well. He averaged 18.5 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 4 assists per game while being the leader in free throw percentages, while he shot 92.5% from the free throw and, a pretty respectable 3-point percentage, which was 36.4. Jordan Poole, like I said again, man, he's really showed out this season and he's become a more patient offensive player. Oftentimes you can see him rushing shots at the beginning of the season, but towards the end of the playoffs, you could really see that poise and, the maturity going into his play every single time, making the right passes. And don't get me wrong, Jordan Poole was a big part of why the Warriors won this championship, but could they have done it without him? That's a question for you. In the playoffs, he averaged 17 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 3.8 assists per game while shooting 39% from the 3-point. And I honestly do believe that if it wasn't for Jordan Poole, I don't see the Warriors winning this title without him, just because of the fact of how timely Jordan Poole's shots were. Obviously, Jordan Poole was coming off the bench for majority of these games in the finals, and it was crazy to see, he hit about 3 half-court shots, and they were all going into the halftime where they took the lead. And, his play all throughout this playoffs was exceptional on the offensive end. Obviously, defense, he is a little bit lackluster, but he's still young in his career and can develop that end. Poole is only 22 years old, and it's clear that the Bay wants to keep him and keep him long term, but it's just the fact that the Warriors are in a luxury tax and might have $500 million checkbook when it's all said and done, just because of the fact that both Draymond Green and Klay Thompson will become eligible for contract extensions this summer, and I don't see Draymond or Klay going anywhere, and I mean anywhere, other than staying with the Warriors. But who knows, it's a business at the end of the day. But it's just hard to see me, imagining those two players in another team. Plus, they have to bring back free agents such as Kevon Looney, who I think is definitely going to get somewhere around the $10 million range per year contract. They're going to have to bring back GP2. Obviously, Gary Payton's play in the finals is absolutely tremendous. And then obviously other players like Otto Porter Jr., but it's clear that the Warriors have to prioritize Andrew Wiggins first of all, and they have to track him down long term and give him a deal that's fair and, where they can manage all of this money. Another key thing to remember is other players similar to Jordan Poole, such as Jalen Brunson and Anthony Simons, are also due for major paydays in this year's free agency. And if they do indeed, command a salary at around $25 million, the Warriors would have, something similar to go off. And, they could really, see if other players are going for that much money, then definitely they will consider paying Jordan Poole that $25 million a year. But, it's clear Jordan Poole is the future of this Warriors team. He's going to be one of the big factors for the next 10 years if he stays on this team long term. and I would give it to him, man. Obviously, he's still young, 22 years old. His game is going to, gradually grow over the next 4 years if he is to sign. And obviously, we've heard the news that Kenny Atkinson will stay in, with the Warriors. He's not going to take the head coaching job. Andrew Wiggins is most likely going to get that extension. Mosey, a lot of these other players on rookie deals are expected to, take that next leap next year, such as James Wiseman, who, again, they really put some thought into him, taking him number 2. They could have taken LaMelo Ball in that draft, so they're going to prioritize players like James Wiseman, Jonathan Kuminga, obviously Moses Moody, who, again, these 3 players can develop into absolute monsters when it's all said and done. So in my opinion, I think it's safe to pay Jordan Poole now and develop this Warriors, and hopefully, they can win a couple of more championships within the next 10 years. But let me know in the comment section your thoughts and opinions. Do you believe that Jordan Poole is worth $25 million a year, or do you believe that he deserves a contract somewhere within the 4-year, $80 million, $85 million range? Let me know in the comment section. Subscribe, hit the like button, and comment down your video ideas in the comment box. And with all that being said, man, I'm out. Peace.